Well, I'll make every single scene and then start putting it together and see what survives. I mean, I'm kind of brutal in the end, always make way too much stuff and then slowly work out what the real thing is. I wanted this show to be holistic. I wanted it that you walked in and you were kind of held in one constant thing. There is one or two sort of events in it, but most of the time it's a kind of ambient sense of space, non-space. I also wanted the videos to not really act as videos. I wanted them to be things, objects, hence having them on these big video walls where you're always way too close. The spaces that are in the show are kind of generic. So it's the cabin or the garden or the nowhere space. Everything has the kind of sensation, at least to me, of a kind of fable or something. The boy, the man, the baby. I wanted a kind of early learning stupidity. I wanted it to be kind of dumb. No speech, nothing bar a kind of constant weeping. Language is a kind of fantastically insufficient medium to present anything. But it's precisely its kind of inability or its final failure to sufficiently represent something that is kind of its exciting aspect in a way. Everyone's trapped in a sort of idle animation, like some sort of character waiting for purpose. I tend towards overarching melancholy. There is something missing, but we're not entirely sure what. It's almost as if this show is taking place after something. The piece of music by Jürg Frey, it's a perfect foil for having CGI characters play the piano. So I thought that was kind of fantastically wrong. How could a CGI thing play a highly emotional piece of music? I also really wanted to kind of push hard on the lack of any real bodies in the show. And to have thousands of costumes, for me, was to call up the idea of thousands of real bodies filling those costumes. But I hope that people are aware of themselves in relation to the various non-bodies that are in the show. There's nothing alive in the thing except for the viewer coming through it. There's a huge emphasis on every viewer to fully immerse.